Hey everybody, welcome to my fourth round of Eldritch Horror and its expansion Mountains of Madness. We are in round 4 against Mr. Yig and things are quite okay. Our Doom is at 8, we started at 10. We have 2 blessed investigators. We only have 1 monster on the board, so things are looking okay. So they're looking very good. Okay, so Mr. Barnaby the lawyer is our group's leader, and he is going to buy himself a boating ticket, and he spends it immediately and travels towards Antarctica, where he will see what happens. He has this clue token here waiting for him, and the plan is to enter Antarctica and finally go to the new board, where he will try to travel all the way to the plateau of Leng, which gives him much freedom in going to places where there's a gate. So that will help us doing some gate control. Then Mr. Mark Harrigan, our soldier who has been blessed and has this priest with him, he is, well, he's going to do this action on the serpent crown. He has to do a will -1 test for that, so he has 3 dice, and hopefully he can get a random ally asset from the deck this way. So 3 dice, we can use these blue dice, which are the blessed dice, and let's see. Okay, very much blessed indeed. 3 successes. So he manages to succeed in this serpent crown action, and he can get a random ally asset. So he got this, it's Syndicate Agent. She gives him +2 strength during combat encounters, and he may reroll 1 die when resolving a strength test during a combat encounter. Whoa, this is not a bad card at all. So he is looking pretty strong. He should be fighting, but well, there's not much to fight. And well, the next step he was going to do is, well, I have no clue. What is he going to do? Maybe, oh, I'm so sorry. He's going to do a move action, I guess. He's going to Istanbul. Okay, and then we have Patricia of Patrice Hathaway. She, of course, sees this monster over there in Arkham, and she has this great banishment spell. So she will be using this one again. She can roll 6 dice. And let's see. So we roll the first 5. And that gives her 1 success. And only 1 this time, so that will have some effects on her, I guess. So with 1 she still can kill this 1 toughness maniac, but she has to turn over her spell card. And let's see, 1 or 2, a vision of creatures from alien worlds crack your mind, lose 1 sanity. Okay, so Patrice, well, she did a lot already, so this 1 sanity is not that bad. Okay, and then Patrice is going to move towards Arkham, where she will try to close the gate. Okay, so this maniac goes back in the monster cup, and then we're going to our encounter phase, where here we have George Barnaby, and he is going to encounter this card here, and he's on a sea space. So let's see. Okay, divers recovered a sarcophagus from the ocean. Sealed inside, one of the serpent people awakens. A serpent people monster ambushes you. Okay, so he gets ambushed, and let's see. Serpent people, we have put one aside at the beginning of the game. So this little fellow here is ambushing us. Okay, so he has first a horror check of 2. So Mr. Barnaby has, well, 3 willpower, so he gets to roll 3 dice. He's blessed as well, so he's got, yeah, alright, 2 successes. That's great. Okay, so if you pass the will test, it talks about its past. Gain this clue. So he already gets the clue. That's the good news. So there goes the clue, and then he still has to fight, and that's bad news, of course, because, well, he doesn't fight. As you can see, he's got strength of 1, and he also got only 4 hit points. So he gets to fight this guy with 1 die. That's not much, and well, he's got no good results here. Okay, so he loses 3 health. That's bad. That's really bad. There goes the health. But still, he's got the clue, but I'm not sure if that was worth it. Okay. Anyhow, this was the encounter of George. Then we go over to Istanbul, where Mark Harrigan is going to have an encounter. And there we go. You hope to find help at the Stella Club, but the drinks and jazz distracts you. A will test of with 4 dice. Okay, so he takes his 4 dice. There we go. Yeah, 2 successes. He's trying good. He's good. Okay, if you pass, the owner Frederick Bruce Thomas takes an interest. Gain a funding condition. Nice. So, okay, so I now have 2 people with a funding condition and a blessed condition. Nice. Okay, there we go. He's got a funding as well. Very good. And then we go to Miss Hathaway in Arkham, far away from home. Okay, she's going to try and close that gate. So let's see what's happening to her. The future. You find yourself in an unknown place. Large beetle-like creatures swarm over the landscape. You search the charged surroundings to find some central location from which they originate. So I have to do this observation -1. That means she gets to roll 2 dice. She is not blessed. So she throws these dice. And yeah, we have success. Well, let's read that part. You reach a city and discover a written form of language. A lore test. She's got 4 lore. Let's give her 4 dice then. Okay. Yeah. Whoa, 3 successes. Wow. Okay, if you pass, you realize that this is the great race of Yith in the far future and convince them to send you home. Close this gate. Yes, good, very good. So, Arkham is closed for business. And this also means that her other ability triggers. When you close a gate during another world encounter, gain 1 clue and 1 focus. So, very good. She gets a clue and a focus token. That's a focus token, and we take a clue token as well. Okay, very good. Oh, things are looking okay. But now we have another Mythos card, which advances the Omen track by 1, which means this gate advances Doom by 1. So we're at 7 now. And now, damn it, the Reckoning. So, according to our player 8, we do first the monsters on the board, but, well, no monsters out there. People might think there's nothing going on here. Okay, then the Ancient One. he spawns one cultist monster on the active expedition space. And should there be 2 or more now, there he will do some bad things, but things are okay still. Then we go to the Mythos cards. Oh, and yeah, we had one. Let's see, an investigator that does not have a hypothermia condition gains a hypothermia condition. Okay, so if they say an investigator, I'm thinking, is this randomly or is this just everybody? I'll have to check this. Okay, so I guess it only is one investigator that gets the hypothermia. So I'm going to take one of these tokens of the Mythos card and remove it. And I will give this hypothermia card, which says when you perform a rest action you cannot recover health, roll 1 die on a 4, 5 or 6, discard this card, and if you would gain another hypothermia condition, flip this card instead. I'm going to give this to our big boy Mark Harrigan. I assume if we get damage from this guy it will be really damage to our health, and he's the strongest guy, so we'll give the card to him. There we go, he's got hypothermia. So things are freezing in Istanbul. Okay. Okay, so this was the Mythos Reckoning. Then we go to our possessions and let's see, we don't have any possessions that trigger, but we do have this ally, Father Merluzzo. So we roll 1 die on a 4, 5 or 6, we get a blessed condition. So that's not very important this time, because if we get a blessed condition we get to turn around this card, but I'm not sure, maybe it does something else as the blessed condition there. So we still do this, a 4, 5 or a 6. Okay, yeah, we've got a 6, so let's hope this is good. So we don't get a second blessing, but we get to turn around this card. Yeah, it's something else great. We've got Blessed Luck. Your luck has been nothing but a blessing as of late, and you decide to cash in a bit of your good fortune for a small fortune of your own. Gain a funding condition. Okay, so Mark is getting a second funding condition. There we go, Mark blessed 2 fundings, but suffering from hypothermia. Okay, so that was Father Merluzzo. Let's see. Now we go to the conditions. Okay, so the funding does not activate here because George is not on a city space, and then the blessed condition. On a 1 or 2 we lose this great blessing, but we roll a 6, so George is still blessed. Okay, then we have Mark, who is in a city space. He gets to flip the first funding card he has, and it's a mysterious auction. Through a series of odd encounters you have earned an invitation to a most curious auction. Strange relics from ancient times and places are being sold off to the highest bidder. Just one of these curious could be of great use to your cause. Gain 1 artifact, then discard this card. Okay, so let's see. So with his fundings, Mark got this Hyperborean Crystal. You may discard 1 spell to reroll any number of dice when resolving a test except when resolving a spell effect. And in the Reckoning he gets 1 spell. Okay, nice. He cannot activate it this time anymore, but well, okay, great. So, another item here. Sorry for the flare, it's getting dark here, so I'm ending this video after this round. Okay, his next founding. He's still on a city space. Let's see what's happening here. all in. With so much money burning a hole in your pocket, you cannot resist the opportunity to double your winnings. You may roll 1 die. On a 4, 5 or 6, gain any number of assets from the reserve with a total value of 3 or less, then flip this card. On a 1, 2 or 3, discard this card. Okay, so we get to roll 1 die, and let's hope we roll higher than 3. Okay, we rolled a 4. So we can get any number of assets from the reserve with total value of 3 or less, and we flip this card, so we do not lose this funding. Great, so what's in the reserve? Well, there are some quite interesting things here, and I think Mark is getting the Lodge Researcher. It's also an ally, and if he defeats a monster during a combat encounter, he recovers 1 sanity and gains 1 clue. There he goes. Nice. So, then here we have the blessed condition. Everything but a 1 or a 2. He's got a 4, so he's still blessed. And then we have the poison for Patrice, and that's not good. She's going to lose 1 more health, so she goes down, and she's got 2 health left. She might try to get rid of the poison next round. Okay, so that was the reckoning. Yeah, we're still in the Mythos phase, and then we have to spawn a new gate. So here we go. The new gate is right there at Mark's place, and we spawn a monster, and it's the Cutonian, and he has this green symbol, which means it activates when it's spawned, and we have to move it to the heart of Africa. That's too bad, because I would have wanted to have Mark fight this beast, but okay, it's going to the heart of Africa. Great, so let's see. The police find you trembling on the floor of your hotel. You can hear them asking if you are hurt. They want to know where all the blood came from, but even after all you have done, all you can think about is your insatiable hunger. The lead investigator gains a hunger condition. Then he discards 1 ally asset and loses 2 sanity. Okay. So George is hungry. More than hungry, I guess. So when he performs a rest action, he cannot recover sanity. And then he rolls a die. On a 4, 5 or 6 he discards a card, and with a reckoning he has to test his will. Okay, so he also has to discard 1 ally, but he does not have any allies, and to lose 2 sanity. That's not so good, so he's down to 6 now. That was the Mythos phase, and that was round 4. Well, a lot happened here with Mark. He's got lots of things, so it might be a good idea to start working on the Mythos, on the mystery with him. We'll see about that in the next round. I think we go farther in Antarctica with George, and Patrice, well, she's there in Arkham. Maybe she can get some more spells to work with and try to get rid of that poison condition, because she's down to 2 health. So, what will happen next time? Well, we'll see in our next video. Until then, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, feel free to subscribe, feel free to comment below. I was Kurt, and aka the Vitruvian Gamer, and thank you for watching.